Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our live Unleashed unboxing. That's right, I'm talking about an XM piece once again in the Batcave. I cannot believe it. I think this is my third live unboxing in like a week and a half, which is just insane. We talk about it all the time. It's like you can go months and months and months without anything, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 things come left and right into your collection. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, I am joined tonight by the incredible Dan Default from Wayne Manor North. And spoiler alert, we've already unboxed it and the show's over. Good night, everybody.
Boom.
Boom. There it is. Boom. No, Dan is here to kind of walk me through this because obviously he has this incredible piece and he's had it for a while now. And this guy right over here is one of the enablers for me getting this piece. I talk about it to Dan. Also had some great conversations with Jeff Delaney in California and also even Mr. X when he was here. And the thing I keep hearing over and over again is the quality, the craftsmanship, the paint, and the wow factor of the Samurai line. And so I finally bit the bullet on Deathstroke. And again, thanks to everybody that tuned in for that. And now I've got my second piece. It's crazy. And so we've been joking about me jumping down the rabbit hole. I've already jumped.
Mission accomplished. Yes.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because this was a line that I purposely avoided. And it's one of those lines where at first I didn't get it. And it grew over time. Is that kind of how you felt about the line as well?
100%. It's so funny. It took me a long time. Like you, I mean, I think I bought my first Samurai piece, Deathstroke, 2 years ago now. And it was after Jeff Delaney going on and on and on about that piece. And, but it was one of those things where once I finally had one in front of me, I got it. And it's not like it had to grow on me once it was in the room. It's the detail, the paint quality is just that next level to me. And I knew that's why I kept kind of, pestering you about it. I said, you have to look at these. And I know you had the opportunity to see Penguin, and I know you had the opportunity to see Joker Orochi, and that can kind of gets things, the juices flowing. Right. But I knew once you saw Deathstroke and you would truly get it.
And I think that having Joker or Penguin that weren't mine, I didn't even really think about it. Like, it's just like, oh, here it is. I want to review it. I want to see it. And then it goes away. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about the space or, collecting this line. But just like you, whenever I got Deathstroke in, it's just like you see it and there's no going back.
Yep.
And which is a weird feeling.
And can I tell you something? It's what pushed me over the edge. I'm a huge fan of Sean Murphy's art, right? I mean, when White Knight first came out a few years back, well, I think it was 2017 now, so more than a few. I was a huge fan of that right off the bat. Those 8 issues, I just loved it. I love the art style, of the gritty art style. It's a bit interpretive. I love that sketchy, approach. I think it's very reminiscent to me of Capullo and others, Jock. Those are some of my favorite artists. And so when XM released that piece, the size was scary. So at first it was kind of whoa. But then you just know that the quality of that piece is going to be on par with these Samurai pieces. Holy Christmas, that's going to be something special. I think it might have been, was it you or Jeff Morris or both was saying in the group that you think it's going to achieve that Ghost Rider XM Grail status, that Sean Murphy piece? And I would agree. I think it is.
Yeah, I do too. I think it absolutely has the potential. And it's just, again, like, it's just interesting to see it in hand, these pieces, and see the difference in a Prime 1 versus a Sideshow versus an XM. Like, they're so very different in terms of paint, in terms of texture. Like, it's amazing. Like, I look at that Deathstroke and then I look at my Sideshow pieces and I'm amazed. Like, the Sideshow pieces seem so smooth. And it's just, it's just so different. But they all have, a great art style, and it's just really neat. But I have jumped, like I said, I have jumped into this line. So this is my second piece. I have ordered 2 more now. So that'll put me at 4. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And some of these pieces I'm finding are very difficult to come by.
Yep. They are. It's how painful do you want it to be? And for me, the good news, I mean, I think there's, well, at least the people that that I communicate with regularly, folks like George Raw. I think George has every one of them.
Yeah.
And I think surprisingly, there's 14 or 15 of them now, not including those that have been PO'd and not released, that are already released. I don't have space or resources for 15 of these. So for me, that's good because it makes my brain think, okay, you don't have to worry about collecting the whole line. Just get the ones you really want, right? So, but I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now.
Impressive.
8 of the 14, yeah.
I of course am considering ordering like Scarecrow or even Red Hood, and I don't want to get the good guys, but I don't know if I can consider Red Hood a villain to some degree. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he really is, but he does look awesome.
He looks really, really good. And he's also uncharacteristically small footprint for the line,
which is helpful.
Yeah.
My plan right now, until if I go through with this remodel and stuff, my plan right now is just to have them, up on the white bookshelf, and which is 14 inches deep. And so I know I'm going to have trouble with some of the characters, obviously. But like we talked, I could put like some sort of board that's on top and, is longer up top to accommodate a few of those. But I know Deathstroke and Batman certainly are going to fit up there. No problem.
You're going to be fine. I'm looking around, and I think maybe with the exception of maybe Catwoman, no, not even that. You're fine with 14 inches, Chris.
Good. Yeah. Well, I know that like Joker's a little bit bigger, and I know like Bane, obviously that's the one I'm trying to find right now, is deeper. So I'll just kind of take it by ear, or play it by ear how it comes. But
exactly.
And I'm also going to do a separate video on why I jumped in.
Yep.
Because I realized something the other day and kind of correlates between this and my Arkham line. So I think that'll make an interesting video to talk about. But
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway.
Awesome.
So anyway, again, thanks to everybody for being here. I want to say hello to some folks real quick before we get started. And then we'll get going. Pop Wiz says, anyone else excited for this? Well, I hope everybody watching is excited. I know I am. Jacob says, yeah, you finally broke down. I did. It didn't
in a big way.
Jacob says, down this rabbit hole you'll go, but to what end? Now, that is a great question. We've got Warren Dante here. Yeah, I am checking out on the Shogun. I keep thinking that if I have a row of samurai, how great would the Shogun look right there where Batman is as a centerpiece? But like Dan was saying, and like, I just don't know like if the horse fits my collection. Like, I feel like these individual samurais do, but I don't know if the horse does. And I know you kind of feel the same way.
I very much. And actually, Jeff, we were just talking about this in the chat about an hour ago. But Jeff Delaney and I have talked about this in the past, where to me, it's a beautiful piece of art, but it just doesn't fit. I don't see enough Batman. And it would, as beautiful as it is, it would not me a little bit, the fit. And that's just all a personal, preference thing.
And it's still a beautiful piece. Like it is without question an art piece.
Yeah. It's not that at all. Just the opposite. It's just, that would bug me. And at these price points and this kind of investment and space being at a premium, I can't do that,
Yeah. And the one that was for sale, it does say sale pending. So I might have just, lost my opportunity anyway. So Felix says just added Samurai Robin. I know that.
Awesome.
Oh, and he got it from Joe. So that's who I have been getting some of mine from. I just picked up Joker and Harley from him today. And so that is being shipped to me as we speak. So those are the spoiler alert. Those are the other two that I've ordered. And I knew that he was doing that Robin. So that's great. Congratulations, Felix.
Chris, which was that Joker, the version A or B?
B.
Nice. So you got the extra portrait. That's one. I got the A version, so I don't have that extra portrait. I'll be curious.
I didn't feel like I needed it, but I do like that extra portrait. But he was selling it at the price point for the A. So I thought that's a great.
There you go.
Like you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong there. Yeah.
No. Matt T is in the house. Hello to Matt. We've got Seth in the house. Samurai Riddler. Let's do this, XM. Actually, they've already teased him. So they've teased a Riddler. Aang has teased a Riddler and a Mr. Freeze, right?
Freeze, yeah.
Yep.
I can't imagine what they're going to do with Freeze.
I can't either. But I think it'd be kind of neat if they did some sort of like ice cube cooling unit or something, like.
Oh my God. Yeah.
With like ice picks or something like.
A backpack.
Yeah.
With maybe even just a block of ice or something, something cool.
So they could be pretty creative with it.
Yep.
Julia Rose says another unboxing. This is must see Wednesday night TV. Absolutely. It's not unboxing. We're going to be out here in Rogues Gallery. So we'll be back with that show next week. We got KohnHead Collectibles ready for the falling or the show of falling in the rabbit hole. Yes, that is true. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, everybody's saying down, down we go. Kristen Logan is here. Warren Dante, Edwin Diaz. Yeah, Ryan says this piece has been on my radar, but it's pricey. Yeah, this piece is very pricey because it's harder to find. Seems like it goes around the $2,000-ish price point right now.
And only going up. Wait until even all these new cool pieces. It just keeps fueling interest in the line.
Yeah, I agree. How much does this retail for? Do you remember?
The Batman?
Yeah.
$900.
Wow. That's nuts.
Yep. Numero uno.
That's the numero uno enabler. I love it.
Guilty as charged, Warren.
I love it. We've got Mike Stainbrook in the house, another Brotherhood member. We've got KVC 1986. Hey, guys, first time catching a live unboxing. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We got 97 people watching. Thank you very much. Please hit that like button, guys. And again, just thank you for hanging out with us. Got Critical Mass. We got Nick A. Again, if I miss your name, sorry, guys. Nicholas is in the house. Rez is here. Are we getting an XM Poison Ivy or Batgirl unboxing next week? I am currently looking for an Ivy, as is Dan. I know it has to come down to a price point. I know Dan is looking for something a little bit more reasonable, so shall we say. And Dan is very patient. So, I feel like it's one of those pieces that if we're able to find one, we find one, and if not, we don't.
Yep.
Badman is in the house. David G, thank you very much.
Hey, David.
Yeah, definitely. I am falling down the rabbit hole big time. Bane 21 is here. Let's see. If I find one for a good deal, I'll definitely grab one. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is find a good deal, do it. Dan doing the old Matrix scene with Chris. Take the blue pill or the red pill and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
There is no doubt about it. Harley and Joker. If I find a Bane, I will buy him. After I was nearly scammed yesterday. That was fun.
That was unreal.
But it was kind of fun to play with him too.
Yep.
Because I knew right away it was a scam. So I wanted to see how far he'd take it. So guys, just a tip. If you're in the statue groups, ask for a reference.
Yep.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And especially trade with people you know. I mean, that's the best. Like if you can find other friends that do this and want to trade pieces and, find those people. Like I'm selling some pieces and I have no qualms at all because I know it's going to be a good transaction. Red Hood is more of a Batman villain than Deathstroke. Do you agree with that? I don't know.
Certainly earlier in the canon of Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say more of, but
who is better than Dan to accompany you for such a review? Glad to see you're both safe and sound. Yeah, I'm definitely safe and sound. I'm still recovering from the crap that we had last week, whatever, whole family. But it seems like everybody in our town has something. So it feels like that right now. I'm sure wherever you guys are too, it's probably similar.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
Awful.
Appreciate that note though.
Nathan Chaffman. This guy right here, another great samurai collector. Nathan, I want to know where you got the floral elements, because I kind of want to do something like that too.
Yep.
I'm totally gonna steal it. But was it the orchids? Is that what it is?
They're
the pink flowers. I can't think of the name of them.
No, they're cherry blossoms.
Yes, I love that. He did such a great job.
Yep, he did. They look beautiful.
So hit us up. Where did you get them? Hey, Jeff is here from Secret Sanctuary. Is this the Enabler support group? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Again, this guy right here standing in line for Big Thunder at Disneyland, hyping me up to get some samurai pieces. So, Of course, he has these 2 pieces also. So,
yes, he does.
And he has them on display. I know you've seen them in person at his.
I have seen them in person. Yep, they're beautifully displayed. Yep.
Joe Latore, speaking of Joe, there it is right there. I'm getting 2 more pieces from him. And I also got the Deathstroke from him. So it's very, very exciting. And again, thanks, Joe, for being so freaking awesome. Thank you.
Austin Tang. Hey.
All right. We'll get kind of caught up here. I apologize if I didn't catch everybody. I know we have a lot of people coming in. 108 people watching right now. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Let's kind of get to the unboxing here a little bit. So one thing that I noticed, I'm going to kind of switch a camera a little bit, Dan.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about this one compared to even the Deathstroke is how heavy this cover box is.
Yep.
Like, I feel like most of the weight of this box is this lid.
I'm very interested to see you open this one and what's inside.
It is so heavy.
Yep.
So again, these XM really doesn't do any sort of like foam on the outside. They just do these really heavy, beautiful boxes. They all have like metal corners, which is really nice. And of course, they have those beautiful straps. All right, let's see. So they got the straps here. And I found it's kind of nice because you could just leave the box inside the box. You don't even
absolutely. Just take it off level at a time.
You don't even have to take the styrofoam out.
KohnHead saying restraint has already been thrown out the window.
So it's gone. It's totally gone.
So true.
Okay. So I've heard this is the statue with 1 million parts.
True story.
Yeah. So obviously, again, this is not brand new. This is a used statue, but it's new to me. So I'm very excited. I know that the base and stuff's going to be in the bottom. So we'll lift this out and then I'll pull this part back up. I'm very excited about the base. I really love this base.
Yep, it's awesome.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm going to show you guys what the base looks like there. It's really, really cool.
Yep.
Got a lot of gold elements, grays and silvers.
Chris, what did you notice about that mask?
The mask is awesome. So one of the reasons why even before I loved the statue, I loved this base.
Yep.
And one of the main reasons is because in the Kansas City area, they have a theme park called Worlds of Fun.
Okay.
And Worlds of Fun, when I was a kid, my dad worked at a bank and he got free tickets for us to go every year. We got to go once every year as kind of a business perk or whatever. And the great thing about it was back then it was super themed, like super, super themed. Nowadays, it's kind of like a Six Flags, kind of like it's sort of themed.
Sure.
But there was a ride there and it was always the big scary coaster and it was called the Orient Express.
Okay.
And it had 3 looped inversions that went through each other. And I don't even think that exists anymore. I mean, that coaster doesn't. They tore it down long ago. But when I was finally old enough to ride it, like it was just one of the best coasters in the world. But this was like the logo of that ride.
Oh, really?
very, very similar to this.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
nice.
I just, every time I see it, I think of that and how much I love that area because it was all Orient themed. You know,
Yep.
they had, you know, great music playing and, you know, bamboo stalks everywhere. It was just really neat. And so every time I see this, it just looks so much like that, which is really cool.
Awesome story. That is really cool. It's nice to have those kinds of connections.
It is
to these things, or they, you know, evoke certain memories or whatever, or nostalgia. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But the piece I wanted to point out was that mask, and I don't have a picture of it in front of me, but I just realized, isn't that exactly what the version B portrait mask is on Joker?
It's I think it's very similar.
It's at least very similar, right?
I mean, I think it's along that same style. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look, but it definitely is that same type of style,
which is kind of cool. Yeah.
And it is so there were 999 of these made, right? There was no option B, or there was just, this was it, right?
Is it?
You ready for this number?
What do you got?
7.
What?
7.
7?
7.
Holy cow.
It's one of the lowest I've ever got, I think, on any statue. So yeah, number 7.
I don't want to sign up that high to look at the number, but now you have me curious.
I know.
I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to pull up a spreadsheet, Chris.
I know. I hear it. I love my spreadsheets. So I would say this base is, I don't know. I think this base is probably a little deeper than the Deathstroke, but not as long.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely not as wide. Yeah.
So it's got a shallower, you know, less wide footprint, which is nice.
Yep. For sure.
All right. The body is also in here. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy how different these samurai pieces look in different photos. Like,
oh yeah,
there is gray, there is brown on this.
Yep.
There's gold, there's dark gold. Like, it's crazy.
And different textures all over the thing.
Yes. So if you guys are new to the channel or new to collecting and don't really know much about the samurai line, from what I understand, it's kind of like this weird hybrid feudal Japan, but also like futuristic modern.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's, you know, that's why you might see a Vespa in Harley, where it doesn't fit the time period necessarily, but it's like, it's a mix of, some people have said kind of like a steampunk type.
Yep.
But it's weird. It like mixes all these different things together in a very creative way.
Yeah.
Man, this is very futuristic. And again, it's just interesting. Like, I've got a pretty bright light shining on me right now. But again, if you hold it down in shadow, there's great shadows to them.
Yeah.
And I really think I wasn't as keen on the is it Shugo?
Yeah. Yep.
The coloring on him compared to this one. I like the coloring on him better.
Yep.
But I love that base. I love this bat signal. I wish
they would sell that. If they sold it separately, I'd buy it.
I would too. Yep. I would buy, and I've even considered getting it anyway, like getting it and having 2 Batmans. But I'm like, is that stupid? I don't know.
So Chris, mine's number 99 out of 999.
Oh, that's a great number too, though.
It's a cool number. Yep.
It's really cool. All
but
right.
you know, while you're looking at the body there, one of the things that I'm not sure if you've noticed this being the second one now in your samurai collection, but one of the aspects of this line that I love is, and you know, I'm a stickler for this because I've talked about it in other statues, and the anatomy is really, really, really good. You'll notice across the line that the proportions of the bodies, the size of the heads to the bodies, everything, the anatomy is really, really solid.
You know, it's been a big nitpick for a lot of collectors, is they feel like certain companies are always really small heads.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So that's a great, I'll have to definitely check that out.
Yep. When you told me,
dogs.
Dog.
Gotta close the door. Got the attack dogs upstairs.
when you told me you were getting Harley, I can't wait for your review on Harley.
I'm like, I feel like I'm nervous because so many people say they passed on Harley, they didn't like Harley because they don't feel like she fit or she was like not really samurai waist down. And so, but I still like it, and I personally think that I'm going to display it with that hat with the dark eyes.
I do that.
Just because I feel like that's like real samurai to me, and it kind of makes her look evil.
Yep.
So I just don't know. I'm still going to give her a shot. I'm a little bit worried about it, but I think I'm going to love her.
I think you are too, and it's full of Easter eggs, which I know you like.
Which I love.
Yep.
All right, so we've got 3 swords here, and I don't know. Like, are they all different? Oh, one is a Batman Beyond sword?
Yep.
Aha. Now I appreciate that they did a Batman Beyond, but I doubt that I would ever display it that way. Just because I don't have a real connection. Are these real metal?
They feel like it to me. They're cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
And I've always thought they're real metal. I didn't try magnet on them or anything, but oh yeah.
No. But it's cold.
Yep.
Interesting. So you got one hand here, guys, and then you have the other one. And my goal right now is to display it with the 2 swords. Like I that's my favorite look. I know Jeff Delaney has his with the grapple.
Yep.
But I think that I'm probably going to do. And is that how you have yours, Dan? Like
I have it with the 2. With the 2 swords. Yep.
Yeah. I think I will be doing something very similar.
I've swapped it out quite a bit. I've had the Beyond, the other, because there are other red accent pieces too that go on him. So
yeah,
you'll see that. But just a cool, different look.
So we got 3 different swords that come with him.
Yeah. Make space for all the pieces, man. There's
I was going to say, should I even bother taking everything out or should I not?
Well, it's up to you. It's a lot of cool stuff.
All right, so that's the box on the bottom. All right, let's see. We probably need an arm. So he has one arm in already. Okay, here is one of the arms. All right, so this is the straight down arm, which again, I think this is the one. Wow, the texture is amazing on even on his gauntlet. Like there's incredible texture right there. Again, you have some of those silvers, a little bit of the dark brown.
Yep.
Which is cool. And again, that's going to go right in there. Wow, strong magnet.
Nice magnets. Yep.
Yeah, really nice. Is that pretty common with all XM stuff that you've had?
Very consistent, extremely consistent. I don't think there's any difference in any of them. All really strong like that.
That's pretty great. All right, we've got a couple of the chest plates. So you have the Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Look there, and again, you have some kind of brown colors underneath, and then you have the more traditional,
right,
which is the one I'll be using.
Yep.
And it just pops right into the chest. Big again. I'm assuming big neck magnet. Oh yeah. Love that snap. Wow, it's amazing how good that chest emblem looks on there.
Yep.
The red looks cool, but not my thing.
I don't swap parts out too much on my statues. It's one of these things. A lot of times when I'm cleaning, if I go through every so often in dust, I'll swap pieces out, but
kind of keep it the same. I think if I do anything, it's usually like a head sculpt.
Yeah.
And we have bent arm. This one's going to be holding the grapple.
The grapple, yep.
So I know they have different shoulder pads, but this will kind of give you sort of an idea of what the arm up would look like. I don't know. Can you see that on camera very well? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yep.
So, again, I know that's the way Jeff has his. So I'll leave it like that for a moment. Let's see what this is.
I know you talked about not getting the heroes, Chris, but you know what other piece? I mean, they're all incredible. I have yet to be even the slightest disappointed in any of these. The Nightwing, when you talk about textures and colors and elements to his suit, oh my God. And the swap outs, he's got a long katana, he's got handheld, he's got daggers, open hands, and he's got his bow. I mean, it's just incredible. Incredible.
You know, people keep telling me that I should get it because it would pair really nicely with Deathstroke.
Yep.
That. Of course, I will be reviewing this for everybody. So if you guys want to see it in better detail.
Yep. I love how the armor, like he's got the, I don't even know what you call it, the bracing or whatever on the gloves. You know, you've got that gold.
Oh, yeah.
The gloves. It's almost like a skeleton, like an exoskeletal kind of.
Yes. You know, this is completely off topic, but I saw this tonight. They said that Matt Reeves was quoted as his favorite story is The Court of Owls. Did you see that?
No, I didn't really.
And so a lot of people are feeling that he will incorporate them somehow in that trilogy. Wow. But if you look closely at Pattinson's glove, he's got all of those lines.
Oh, really?
It's almost an exact copy of Talon.
Oh, you mean on his
oh yeah, sorry, down here.
Yeah, oh yeah, yep.
And so that people think that, you know, that's a big influence again because it's an exact copy from Talon.
That's on the Prime 1 statue, by the way, Chris.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
So
hey, Chris, you have a $4.99 super chat from Kev Chan.
Oh wow, sorry, I don't have the comments pulled up, guys. I apologize. Right there. Kev Chan, thank you very much. Hey, Chris, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm still froggy, but I'm getting there. Also, do you have any knowledge on when the Prime 1 Batman Beyond statue will be on pre-order? Unfortunately, no, because Prime 1 does not let us know very well when things are going to come up. I have not heard anything. It seems like, again, they kind of come up randomly. We were teased that last show. So, and then we were shown better this show. So I would think within the next 3 months or so, we should have a pre-order. That's just me guessing.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure. What do you think, Dan? Do you think we'll see it? I mean, we still haven't seen a penguin, and that was 3 shows ago. Yeah,
I'm not holding my breath. It's interesting the order in which we see their pre-orders come up. I can't even pretend to know because there doesn't seem to be much logic that is obvious from the outside.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry I don't have a better answer, but I'm assuming that they will come out with it hopefully soon. I know there's a lot of interest in that piece. It's not one necessary. Again, I don't have a connection to Batman Beyond, but I think it'll be a popular piece for sure, especially with some great swap outs. But again, thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. You guys have been so generous this week. So thank you guys very, very much. Again, it all goes back to the channel. So thank you again, Kev. Really appreciate that. Okay. Slide this over. I think maybe you guys can see it against the white a little bit better, maybe. All right. So, well, I guess we already have a sword. Boom. That looks awesome. I love the swords.
Yep. They're awesome.
Okay. I think maybe Kate next, maybe. We also have a battering swap out.
Yep.
Actually, we've got 2. I think they're identical, other than one is a Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Batarang, and one is a regular Batman, but they're identical. Just one's red, one's black.
And I don't remember if those go in the left hand, right?
I think they go, yeah, they're on this hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just the same, which is a cool look too.
Yep.
To be able to have it like that. But yeah, I just think the swords are the coolest. I'm gonna have a lot to put back in the box. Oh, they have just some hands too, huh?
Ryan Eckelt's asking if we feel like the line is undersized at all or underscaled.
Not at all.
I don't think so at all.
So, who asked that?
Ryan Eckelt.
Ryan. I think I posted somewhere. I had Sideshow's Poison Ivy right next to Deathstroke, and they paired beautifully. I mean, they're totally different texturing. I mean, totally different looks. But I think they're. I mean, they're both definitely true quarter scale.
Yep.
I mean, maybe like if you think like the Joker, he seems really big. Like having him in the collection, like I don't know, he might seem oversized compared to like an Ivy. But he seems like one of the biggest of the whole line, don't you think? Or is he
which one?
The Joker?
Yeah, but it's only because of the Orochi 8-headed serpent that he's on. Is enormous. That piece, so that the serpent's wrapped around a part of a temple, and no exaggeration, the post that it's wrapped around that makes up kind of the core of the back of the base is probably close to 5 inches in diameter. I mean, it's enormous.
Massive. Yeah.
So that's what makes that one so big. But Joker himself, no, he's right in scale.
Yeah. I don't feel like they're overscaled or underscaled. I think they're just right.
And they're very consistent. So having 8 of them and they're all relative proximity to each other, they don't seem to, miss scale very much at all.
Yeah. So. Adrian, thank you very much for the super chat. I think it's €1.79, I think. So thank you very much for that.
Pounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
appreciate that. Thank you very much. And then, of course, like I was showing, there's a hand you can just have if you didn't want a weapon. I'm totally going the weapons.
Fist.
If you're gonna be a samurai, you got to have some swords, right?
You got to have some swords, man.
And then, so I think you can literally go both hands without any weapons. Yeah, you can. If you just wanted to have him do that number, and I'm going to take this one out.
It's kind of an intimidating look, I think, just with no weapons. Not that I pose him like that, but.
Let me see here. There we go. It is kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, I'm telling you.
Because it's like he's flipping his cape back.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, let's get that out next.
Brian Deal is asking, have either of us seen the Poison Ivy statue sculpted for Godlink Studios? Sculpted by Sumit Malhotra. Have you seen it? I have not seen it, no. Not that I'm aware of.
That piece is a custom.
Okay.
Holy crap, it's beautiful.
Is it really?
Yeah. I would own it in a second. It's really nice. I tend to shy away from customs just because there's a lot of drama that goes along with it.
Yep.
You never quite know if you're going to get something or not.
Yeah, I don't do it.
So I don't do it, but it is absolutely beautiful.
There is some wonderful artwork out there. Some of these guys are amazing. So nothing to take away from them. But yeah, how about that cape, man?
It is nice. Now, you know what one thing that's great about it is it's not a giant Prime 1 cape.
Yep.
Like compare this to like Batman Hush back there behind you. Like it's crazy.
Hush is like, yeah.
I really like, I could just see automatically like the cape's simple, but I like that at the folds there's pull.
Yep.
Which is nice. So it does give it a real nice realistic look.
Yep.
Nice big key in it. Guessing it just right around the shoulders here. Just like that. Beautiful.
Yep, there you have it.
So now I got to see how that looks with just the hand. It actually does look really good.
I told you it looks good.
It really does, Dan.
It looks kind of iconic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like he just climbed up onto that peak.
I kind of love it. Oh man. So maybe I'll leave these hands out and swap out the swords from time to time. That is awesome. I actually really like the way that looks.
Yep.
I think now we're ready for some shoulder guards. Now, I had to ask you the other day what these were.
Yep.
Seeing some pictures. So there's two different types. And so one, they're very different in size. So there's this right here. And then there's this size right here. And to me, this is more of the modern look. And this is definitely more of the samurai look.
Exactly.
And so I am more interested in having it more samurai.
Okay.
So so I'm going to display it like that. And I think they go, I am flipped around here. Nope.
One thing you'll notice with the keys, Chris, is they do give you that clipped corner on the key itself.
I see that now, and then and it just fits. Boom.
Yep.
Super strong. I love the way that looks.
Yep.
And it ties in. It's got the brown elements, which ties into the brown golds into his pants.
Yep.
And it's kind of that more samurai brown, which I like. Actually, I think with these brown colors, I think this would pair up actually pretty good with the Scarecrow. Just because he's so brown. But I don't know. I know that's not everybody's favorite.
Have you PO'd him yet?
No, but I most likely will.
Yeah.
Just because having him in hand. I mean, I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love the base on it. I don't know. I hope he fits in. I really, if I leave the way things are now, I have space for maybe Joker and Batman up on this top ledge, and then two or probably three on both sides.
Right.
So I've got to be somewhat selective. If I got Deathstroke, let's say I do Deathstroke, Ivy, and Bane, Harley, that would leave me for two others, I guess. So I'm going to have to be kind of selective.
Freeze and Riddler.
I know. I'm anxious to see. I think I would be more inclined to get Freeze because I feel like he would maybe fit the line. I'm still wondering how the Riddler would fit.
Me too.
I want a comic book version of him, but I'm not sure if I want a samurai version of him.
Right.
Adrian, again, $1.79. Will you get the Shogun? Again, it's possible. I don't know. To be honest, I thought about it 3 or 4 times today about just saying, screw it. I'm just going to get it. And, if I don't want it and sell it or whatever down the road, but I'm trying to #restraint, Mr. X. I'm trying here to, I just don't know if I need 2 Batman because I think I'm going to be really, really happy with this one. So again, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. The Ivy piece, just Google Samurai Poison Ivy.
Yep.
And if anybody's selling them, hit Dan and I up.
Hey, maybe we can go in halvesies and just to share our 6 months out of it.
Like you get it 6 months, I get it 6 months.
Exactly.
I'm totally in with that. Totally in with that. Okay, so this piece has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 head sculpts, which is nuts. So let's look at those. And I was thinking that this actually had just one kind of more normal Batman portrait, but there's actually a sort of normal Batman portrait.
Yeah, right. With the chin thing. Yep.
This one with the chin.
Yep.
And then there's also like the real traditional Batman that just looks like Batman.
Yep.
So you really can kind of go however deep you want into the samurai look.
Yep.
So you could literally do this with the grapple and the modern shoulder pads, and you would have a very modern looking Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, I actually really like this head sculpt also. I think it's really good.
I kind of wish on one of those they would have done the open eyes where you can see the eyes rather than the sonar covers. It would have just been a nice difference between the two. It would
have. I actually think that portrait looks pretty great on him.
Yep.
Let me kind of bring the folks in. Again, I know this is a webcam, guys, and keep in mind, again, I will be doing the review for you guys in HD. But that looks really good.
Gotta love them. Yep.
Again, look at I like that pose, actually. I agree. I think it's kind of creepy looking.
Yep.
Like it's intimidating.
It's intimidating. Yep.
So you have that portrait, and then you also, I'll take that one out, and I'll put a little bit more samurai look. And I actually like that head a lot better.
That looks cool with those shoulder pads.
It does.
Yep. That looks cool. Looks like he's armored up, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between the modern look and the more samurai look.
Yep.
That looks awesome. Now this one I'm curious about. And let me see if in person it changes my mind. I've just never been a big fan of this portrait. And I still think I'm not. I think it's well sculpted. What do you think of this one?
If I'm being honest, I don't use it. I think it looks good. I'm just not a huge fan of unmasked Batman in my displays. I've tried, and I've got some good ones. I mean, between the Arkham one, the Hush one, this one, I just don't use them. I just like him with his cowl on. So,
yeah, I agree.
You know,
there's a kind of a close-up look at some of the accessories.
I think he does look cool, though. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think it would have been, I think in the newer version, they have kind of that ponytail look, the more samurai. I think that might have made it look a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely an improvement in the unmasked portrait in that one, in my opinion. But again, this was, how many years ago did this come out?
Geez, you know what? I don't remember. I didn't put that in the spreadsheet.
It's been a minute.
It has. I don't remember now.
All right, we still got 2 portraits left.
That's gonna bug. 2018, maybe.
That sounds maybe right. Maybe even 17.
It could have been 17. It's right in there.
So this one, I'm assuming is it's a exact copy of this one, but it's
blacked out.
Black.
Yep.
And it's got the red portrait. So obviously this is the Batman Beyond.
Yep.
So again, if you wanted to, you can put this on, and you can put the red, and you can put the red Batarang. So you can definitely change the look of this guy with just a few swap outs. Actually, that might be, that's this hand. I think that's the reason why it's not fitting. Okay. And so, yeah, you definitely get a different look. Oh, I want to thank Kenyatta Booth. Thank you very much. A brand new member just joined. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat.
Drew Lagoon says my review convinced him to buy this one.
Oh, awesome. There you go.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Dan did a review. Was it 2 years back, maybe?
A while ago, yeah, when I first got him. Yep.
Dan's done a review for that one. He's done a review for Joker, and I don't think you did one for Harley yet, did you?
I did not finish the one for Harley. No, I owe you a bunch of reviews. Not that one. Yeah.
I'm still excited for the room tour.
Oh, I think I did one for Deathstroke too.
Oh yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
That was probably your first one.
Yep.
That might have been the first review you did for us on the channel.
Oh God.
It might have been.
It's been a minute.
I can't
now
remember.
on that too. Could be. That could be. I don't recall.
So again, I'm not a big Beyond fan, but that actually looks pretty badass.
It really does. I've outfitted mine like this from time to time.
It's cool.
Yep.
All right. So then the last portrait, and this is my favorite.
Pretty cool.
Is this one right here? Now you have the other one, right? The
I did buy the actually, yeah, I can grab it.
you have the custom.
The custom one, yeah. Let me grab that.
Now, do you display that very much?
I don't. Not as much as I thought I was going to.
And the custom one is kind of like a kind of like the Shogun, right?
It's very much like that, which is interesting.
Matt T is saying Dan has a room tour ready. No, he's getting there. Let's keep bothering him, guys. Just keep on bothering him.
Time.
Yeah, give him a hard time.
So here's that guy.
Oh, he is cool. Oh, it makes me want to get that one. I'm sure they probably don't make them anymore.
They weren't. I think they made 50.
Oh, you're kidding.
So yeah, he's awesome though. I mean, you want to go full samurai? That's full samurai.
I actually really like that helmet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see. Do you have the more traditional Batman head on then?
I do. Yep, I've got the more traditional head. I've got the modern shoulder pads and the swords. Although now, after seeing yours, and I haven't had them this way in a while, guess what I'm going to do?
Swap it out a little.
I'm going to swap it out for the hands, the intimidation look.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the way that looks. I'm really glad we talked about it.
The I just got to the top of the roof look.
Yeah.
Because I like that.
So this is now sort of turned into a double live unboxing now.
It's sort of a double assembly. Yeah.
That's right, double assembly. You know, JC Chan brings up a great point here. He said, Chris, you can get the Batman Shugo, display that as Batman, and display this one as Batman Beyond.
Yeah, see?
You could do that.
It's funny, Batman Beyond, my son is, he just turned 23, and Batman Beyond is his Batman.
I bet. See, it's just that we're just separating it. You know,
he grew up. You know, that's the one that he watched every day after school or whatever for the 30 minutes, and yeah, that's his Batman. He loves that one.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. El Loco 1527 says, if Dan makes a room tour, I'll do one as well. We'll take you up on that.
Okay, we need that.
Will. All right, I'm going to swap it out for this one because this is the one I'm excited about the most. Okay, I can't remember if you already answered this. So you currently have this one in.
Yep.
Is this the one you primarily leave in?
It is, yeah. Yep.
I guess, like, I don't know. I just really like the samurai elements. I like that more. Like, I even considered that third portrait on Joker with the mask.
Yep.
I consider displaying him that way because it's just so different.
It is. It gives you a whole different look. There's no question about it. I think, for me, he is my only quarter scale Batman. At the moment. At the moment, he is. Yep. So
you don't have the 52 anymore.
Exactly. So I sold 52, and I also sold the premium format. So
now, do you have any of the premium formats left?
I have Scarecrow. And I have Freeze at the moment.
So what's your plan there?
I mean, to me, I'd have a hard time parting with either one of them, to be honest with you.
You're okay with just them being it?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've got they're on their own shelf. Actually, you can see them right above my head, kind of. The light is real bright over them, but they're right above my head. Right there. So, they're on their own shelf. I'm fine having them that way. I don't have those characters represented otherwise in my collection, so I'm good with that.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have space to do a full rogues gallery, like you do in terms of having all those premium formats. I mean, it's a choice thing, right? I chose for quarter scale. I chose the samurai line. It's but that Sean Murphy White Knight. Oh, I have the spot. I'm looking at it right in front of me over here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a 52-inch long shelf. He's going to fit perfect there. I can't wait. Oh my God.
I think as we get older and as we're in this game for a while, we definitely understand quality over quantity.
For sure. For sure.
And I don't think that's necessarily just a space thing. I mean, obviously space dictates a lot of that.
Yep.
But I don't know. I just see so many collections that are cluttered.
Yep.
And they get every single piece imaginable, and that's fine. But I just feel like it gets lost.
I agree.
And one thing that I really appreciated, something that Mr. X said when he was visiting. One of the first things he said is, I love how you have them spaced out. Because I think he has so many pieces that he can't do that.
Yeah, that's interesting coming from him.
Cool. And so I think that he did appreciate that. It's because you kind of can see the individual art.
Yep.
And it doesn't become just one big thing.
Yep.
This piece, Dan, is beautiful.
Yep.
I absolutely love it. This is the pose I'm going to go with. This is the helmet I'm going to go with. Let me show you guys a little bit closer. Yeah, this is my look. This is my Batman here.
Yep.
I love this samurai helmet. I think I would probably like that one you have even more. Maybe. I'm not sure. I kind of like how dark this one is. And he does look intimidating. I don't know. I was just going to go swords, but I might do those hands too from time to time. I really like the way that looked. But incredible detail here. Oh, we just got a $10 super chat. Nathan, you didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. $10 super chat. Congratulations on the OG Batman and Deathstroke, Chris. You have some catching up to do. Where did you get Samurai Bane from, Nathan?
Oh.
Again, I'm looking for that one. If you know of another one, let me know. So if you're just joining us, Nathan, I did order Joker and Harley. So that'll be 3 and 4. And I'm looking for Bane for sure. Well, let me put that back on, Dan. Sorry.
The one thing about this one, there's two what I would consider negatives on this one. One, the magnet is very weak.
Oh, I see it. As it just leaned forward there.
And that's the natural tilt. So that's not it's not tilting because of the magnet. That's the position of it. But the magnet is weak. So but it looks cool.
It does look cool.
Hard to see on camera. It's kind of dark.
Does that gold on top match the gold of his belt?
No, it's a little brighter.
Okay, that would bother me a little. Yeah,
it's a little brighter. Not much.
But it's still a cool helmet, though.
Oh yeah, still a cool helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, thank you very much, Nathan. Nathan has an incredible collection, and again, please, I don't know if you've already said in the chat or not, but please let me know where you got the floral elements, because I would love to do something kind of similar to that. And again, thanks for
I thought I saw him talk about this in the Facebook group, and I could have sworn he said Michael's, but I could be wrong.
Of course, I don't have one. We just have a Hobby Lobby. Maybe Hobby Lobby would have something. Or I might totally send Nathan out, and I'll pay Nathan to send me some. Maybe we'll see. Brian Deal became a new member. Thank you very much, Brian, for becoming a Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. And again, thank you guys so much for the super chats. And Nathan just said, I'll PM you both. So thank you very much, Nathan. That's awesome. Oh, he said Amazon and Hobby Lobby. So that's great.
There you go. Hobby Lobby. That could
be fantastic. That's awesome. All right, so again, let me kind of give you guys a close up here. Again, I apologize, it's webcam quality. Yeah, I'll just do this for so you guys can see him a little bit better. He is just so impressive in person.
Yep.
And I'm really glad. Like, I still do like the Shugo, but I think this one is better. But I know not everybody can get this one because he is hard to find.
Extremely. I don't know if people just don't let go of him, or I mean, do you think they made the whole run? You think they made all $9.99?
I don't know. I mean, you just don't see him come up very often.
You don't. I mean, you don't see them on eBay that often. Actually, you see a lot of the recasts.
Yeah. So be careful of that too, guys. If you see a price that's too good to be true and it's coming from China, chances are it's a recast.
I've seen recasts going $1,200, $1,400.
You're kidding.
Nope.
And they'll flat out say it's a copy.
Yep.
I mean, they'll be honest about it.
Well, you know what's funny is they don't use the term XM. They'll use Batman Samurai. They'll use everything except XM.
I've even seen some copies that have like the manual.
Oh yeah.
And the box art, like they'll duplicate every part of it. Even like I saw one for Queen Studios the other day that had the certificate with it.
Oh wow.
And really? it was their Queen Studios Joker, but it was a copy. But it had all the legit stuff.
Wow.
So that makes it even harder to know if you're getting the real deal or not.
Yeah, but when you're going to buy, guys, you're going to invest in these pieces. Definitely buy from a trusted source, or a referred source.
Yeah, eBay is not the best. No. I think that if you guys are willing to, go to the buy sell trade groups, ask for references. Plus, everybody has to, in general, mark up their fees. I mean, again, I'm not saying eBay's bad because there are some great deals, but you have to be careful sometimes with fraudulent things.
Yep.
So just be careful. Again, I'm just blown away by this. And again, seeing this in person, seeing Deathstroke, it makes me want to jump down as far as I can go. And that scares me because these were not pieces I budgeted for.
Yep.
Not even a little bit.
It changed my direction, Chris. I mean, I was much harder on going 1/3 and I pivoted because the quality, and it really does. You were going back to when you were talking about quality over quantity. It depends on what appeals to you. I really love X, and I hadn't owned an XM piece prior to Deathstroke a couple of years back, right? The quality is just a different level. The paint, the subtlety, the details, all those things. Not that Prime One's bad or 1/3's bad. It's just, it's a different route. But I had to pivot. It was
and how much I love 1/3, but the bases continue to get bigger.
Yep.
Which makes it harder to display in a lot of collectors' rooms.
Yep.
So I understand that.
Yeah.
Paulie's Hideout says, I just joined the chat recently. Where did you purchase that Grail spec? No, this one I actually got from a collector that was selling in the buy sell trade group. So it was, again, as simple as that. Asked for references, and it was great. I also purchased my Deathstroke and my other two from Joe Latore, very trusted. So if you want to buy from him, I would definitely recommend it. And so, again, it's an incredible piece. And if you are able to find one, definitely pick it up. Don't hesitate. Justin's Collections in the house. Good day, gents. That Samurai Batman looks incredible. Can't wait to see your review, Chris. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Justin and I just did a collab recently, and that's actually going to go up Saturday. So definitely check that out. We're doing a figures, Hot Toys versus statue debate. I'm totally going to win, right, Justin? I'm totally going to win. But anyway, you can see that on the Batman Statue Collector channel. And of course, Justin's going to show it on his channel as well. So again, if you haven't done so, please make sure you check out Justin's collection on YouTube. which is crazy. And speaking of Justin, man, here comes all the big players. Jim Mint Collectibles just pops in. How's it going, Jim? Nice to see you. Let me show you guys, if you're just joining us, what the pickup was. Again, an absolutely incredible statue. Again, I want to personally thank Dan for recommending this guy. Also, Jeff Delaney, Mr. X. These are, again, just pieces of art. And they're just a whole nother level.
Yep.
You know? And I just think it's an absolutely beautiful piece of art, and it captures the spirit of Batman. And again, I'm going to get into this with my video that I do. I'm kind of talking about why I'm going down this rabbit hole, but the main reason is the word difference. It's just different. Yep. It's different than anything else out there. And to me, I love separation.
Yep.
In my collection, I like, okay, here's these, here's this, pockets of these lines, even though that, like you talked about earlier, it doesn't have to be a whole line.
Yep.
But it's just a very impressive line. And it's just so different. It won't look like anything else in your collection. For sure. Not even a little bit. Now, do you have a favorite out of all of your samurais? Like, do you have
wow.
And how many did you say you have? You have 8?
8, yeah. Yep.
You're getting more.
I have Red Hood on order. I likely will get Scarecrow. Likely, very likely. I love the piece. It's just a space prioritization thing, right? Because I'm thinking if they come with Freeze, I have to have them.
Yeah, no doubt.
And duplicating characters, I'm trying to steer clear of for the most part. But in terms of a favorite, and
you know what? I'm going to challenge you to another video.
Okay.
I want you to do your top 8.
Top 8 samurai or just top 8 statues?
Top 8 samurai.
Okay.
I think that could be real interesting to see kind of how you feel about each piece and why.
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah, in priority order. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you some time to think about it. I don't want to put you on the spot.
My favorite I think would surprise you, but
okay. Yeah, I think that could be real interesting.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And maybe as I get my 8, because Lord knows I'll be there within probably 3 months. I'll probably have 10 by then. Man, I have such an obsessive personality. Like, it's bad. It's bad.
It's a tough thing when you're in this world to have that kind of personality. I know firsthand.
And again, I don't know if I've ever, well, I will say I probably had the same bug with the Arkham line, where it's like, each piece, I just couldn't wait to see the reveal. I couldn't wait to see the renders. And I think I'm going to, pardon me, I think I'm going to feel the same way when XM gets rolling with their DC line, which again, I worry.
That's really scary. Like, that's really scary to me.
It is.
I don't even know what to do about that.
Jeffrey, I think Dan said they have 15, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's either 14 or 15 right now. Pretty sure it's 15.
We got another super chat. Bat Beast, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, Dan, are you still going to get the Talon from Prime 1?
Okay, here's my thing with the Talon from Prime 1. I really want a Greg Capullo Batman. And from what I understand, the only one is that quarter scale that's part of Justice Buster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it. So the scales don't match. So I'm a little bit of a quandary. I was actually thinking about this today. So it's funny you should ask the question. I know what it was, Chris. I saw Justice Buster in your video.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In the Prime 1 tour. And I thought, man, that's such, Justice Buster, he's in the books and he's great. And he looks impressive, but I really like the Batman.
Batman's great.
He's kind of as a standalone. He'd literally be a standalone in my collection. I really would love a 1/3 Capullo Batman to go with that Talon. I don't know how Talon fits in my collection. So I love it. I love the character. It's my favorite storyline, guys. It is New 52. For those of you who don't know, who are newer to the channel, etc., I have the entire Batman New 52 run, every single book, every single variant, every single book, many signed, many CGC'd. I even have the employee giveaway. I mean, I've got every book. It's my favorite run. So saying that about Talon is not easy for me. I just don't know how he'd fit in my collection.
You know, again, thanks, Bat Beast, for the $5 super chat. That was awesome. Thanks to everybody that supported the channel tonight. That's so great.
Yeah.
Also, Joe brings up a great point. There's also the 0 year, Dan. That one is supposed to be a Capullo, so that's a good point.
That's true, but it's not based on Capullo's Batman. I believe that's Ivan Reyes' design. Is it Reyes? I don't believe that that's Capullo's Batman.
I think Reyes does all the Iron Studio stuff, right?
Or
maybe it was.
Yeah. No. Well, Ivan Reyes is the New 52 Prime 1 Sideshow team up. That quarter scale. That's okay. Reyes. And
see, to me that portrait always that looks like a Jim Lee portrait. To me.
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And you know what it is? I mean, all the artists, they all steal from Lee. You know, it all kind of emanates from Jim Lee.
Yep.
Over the last 30 years. But no, I thought, believe me, that 0 year, I thought for sure that was going to be the one. And I looked back at the book. I think it's book number 31 or 33, somewhere in there, that cover, because it's right from the cover. And it's not Capullo's cover.
Crazy.
which that's the kind of thing that would bug me.
Right. I know.
So,
yeah.
Oh, and I think that's quarter scale.
Yeah.
But anyways, we digress.
Yeah, we do. So the question about Talon, like I'm all in on Talon. Like I cannot wait to have him. He's going to go right up there by the Joker. But I'm still really worried. They pushed him back to sometime in 2022. Still no ES on him. It really worries me.
I think it's reasonable to be worried about that one.
Yeah. But I think I want him more than any Prime 1 piece. I mean, it's just I had him number 2 in my countdown recently. So
that Joker punchline, Chris.
Cannot wait. I can't order that fast enough.
That looks amazing.
Now, would you get both? If you
if
could,
I were ordering, I would not order one or the other. I'd order both.
You'd order both. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's a centerpiece set right there. Looks amazing.
I just cannot wait for that. I'm really having a hard time saying no to that. Robert Pattinson, Jim Lee, the Batman. Every time I see that, it looks better and better.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that one too. Yeah, that one's. I've got that one ordered. That one's. I can't wait for that one.
Emerson Flores, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Want Ivy, but it's so expensive now. I mean, are you seeing her generally $2,000 ish?
$2,000, yeah, and a lot of times $2,000 plus shipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah, it's rough. Thank you very much, Emerson, for the $2 super chat. That's awesome. Ashton Flakes, they saw the XM Bane at his local comic book shop, but they were asking $2,000. It feels like that's a lot for him. It seems like I've seen better prices for him for sure. Like more like the $1,200, $1,300 range.
Yeah. I mean, you have to keep in mind, I think even with Bane, I think he was about $1,000 retail.
Okay.
I believe. 1,000, 1,050, something like that. So even at $1,300, these guys are still making profit.
Oh yeah.
And that LCS, make them an offer. Tell them I got $1,500 cash or $1,400 cash. Make them turn it down.
Ashton, what was the name of your local comic book shop? Maybe I'll make a phone call this week. Send them an offer they can't refuse. We'll see. I think Bane. I think out of all of them, I don't know. I really like that Bane. I know not everybody does.
I do too. I'm with you.
But I love him. I know you have to display him up a little higher, which I'll be able to. But I love him. I think I've always, it's funny because I know Todd had him back ordered or, in stock for a long time after the fact.
Yep.
And this was like last year, past last year. And I almost ordered it 3 times, just thinking, I just really like it. I know I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with no intention of getting Deathstroke or any of these other ones.
Yep.
But I should have just did it when I had the opportunity, because now it's very difficult. Now I think you're getting one, right?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. And have they found one or shipped it yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not shipped yet.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad you found one. So anyway, Dan and I are still looking for an Ivy. I'm still looking for a Bane. So if anybody has one and is watching this, you could hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com, or Dan.
Yeah, DSD. DSD, like Daniel, Sam Daniel, 825 at mac.com.
That's right. I feel like I've heard that email address before somewhere.
A couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. Man, I got to tell you, again, my bad webcam isn't going to do anything justice to this, but I cannot wait to review it for you guys. That'll be up in the next day or so. I can't thank Dan enough for hanging out with me tonight to do this.
This was a blast. Are you kidding? Talking Samurai for a couple hours?
Heck yeah. Dan messaged me earlier today. He's like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? I'm like, heck yeah, I do. And so, I appreciate your insight on this piece. And again, I really thank you and Jeff and X for convincing me that this was the one to go with. And again, I have not seen Shugo in person. I still am considering just getting it just to see it, but I just really love the art direction. I love the base.
Chris, want to hear something funny about the Shugo?
I do.
My dad, my folks, unfortunate, they live nearby.
Okay, good.
And my dad asked me if I was getting the Shugo back.
Oh, you're kidding.
He went on and on and on about the bat signal. So I think because he follows me in social media, he starts to get some of the ads related to my posts in his.
Sure.
And so he saw the Shugo and he said, oh, you have to get that one, that bat signal. And my 79-year-old father after me to buy a statue was pretty funny.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Did he mention it by that actual name?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's even better. Like, it's like,
absolutely.
You got to get the Shugo.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
It was funny.
I absolutely love that.
Yep.
Nothing better than be able to share your collection with people that you know and care about,
exactly.
Friends that we made here through our interwebs and everything else. It lets you appreciate it so much more. Because again, I talk about it here a lot, that collecting these things are kind of a lonely process.
Absolutely.
And so to be able to share it with others, and again, I really appreciate you coming on tonight to share it with me. But for sure, man, again, down the freaking rabbit hole I go.
Yep.
The one I'm really starting to kind of wonder is if I should get Penguin. I still love it. It was incredible, but it's freaking massive, like we've talked about. I was going to send this photo to you, and I came across a photo when I unboxed the XM one, the prototype. I put my hand on the base, and I probably sent it to you at the time, but looking at it again, I'm like, damn, it's big. It's big.
Yeah.
Now I could put it, I could definitely fit it here, but I don't know if I'd want him to be the centerpiece.
I was going to say, that's a pretty prominent spot for the bird.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So I don't know. I feel like it could be one that I skip. It's just so much bigger than everybody else.
Yeah.
He's not that big, but the base is big. So I don't know. But I think I'm probably going to do Scarecrow. I think that's probably a given.
I am too.
And again, if anybody's out there and wants to sell an Ivy, that'd be pretty cool. Nathan is asking about how tall was Penguin. He wasn't that bad. He's built up on the snow, so there's got a little bit of height. If you add the umbrella, obviously that's going to add some height, but you can take the umbrella off. I don't remember specifically how much it was. So I would just go back. If you want to check out my review I think I did measure in that to give you kind of an idea, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, Nathan. Matt says, bought the blue variant of the Batman PF because my dad said I needed that one. That's cool.
See, there you go.
That's cool.
That's
great. I love that. That's fantastic. Dads are awesome, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Another $5 super chat. Thank you very much from Bat Beast. Chris, do you think you'll get the XM Samurai Red Hood? I brought that up earlier. It's one of the coolest pieces they've done, I think.
Yep.
What'd you think of the new paint up that Ang posted?
I thought it looked awesome. Awesome.
I think the base colors looked even better than the prototype.
I agree.
Because there were some things on there I didn't love. And I don't know. I really liked the domed helmet, like the regular looking helmet. But if I can justify him being a bad guy, that's my thing. Is I still in my head, Batman's surrounded by his villains,
right?
And that's exactly my thought of this line. I'm not planning on getting Nightwing. I'm not planning on getting Batgirl or Robin, even though they're great. That's my thing. I love the villain.
They're beyond great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to live through Dan. I'm gonna live vicariously through Dan on those, but I don't know. I don't know, Bat Beast. I'm still undecided. Ryan Eckel with a $5 super chat as well. Thank you very much, Ryan. BSC, you got to get the Penguin. Sideshow or SSC will probably never make one, so it would be good to have one in your collection. I feel like my only hope is that Prime 1 Fabok. Lord knows if they'll actually ever do it. We'll probably see it again in Next Level 17. God knows. But I don't know. I do want a Penguin. I mean, he's not wrong. And it really is. I mean, do you like the art itself on that piece? Or, I mean, if space was an issue, would you have any qualm of getting it?
Probably not. I have to take another look. It looked like it was very, very brightly colored. Is that true? Is it that way in person, or was it just because it was lit with bright lights?
Probably lit with bright lights. I mean, I think he was very similar to the colors that I see here.
Okay.
There was that kind of that wood motif. I mean, so there were some. It wasn't like a dark, shadowy character.
Okay.
And obviously, he's in the snow, so that's going to reflect.
Right.
But no, I didn't get it. Like, I don't really like bright, punchy things.
Yeah.
Which again is what worries me about the Harley a little bit with the pink. Because I definitely don't have any pink in my collection.
Yeah.
Other than the really bad Harley paint job on the premium format. With the neon, but I just don't have any pink in here, and so that does worry me a little bit. But the Penguin, I didn't get that vibe of like, holy crap, it's too bright and annoying. I didn't get that. Yeah.
I like it. I just have a real hard time. It just looks enormous.
It is. And again, you can take off the sides, so you can take off the carriers, whatever those are called, the handles. Yeah. So that does help a lot with the width. C Note 215 $5 super chat. Thank you very much. You guys are just too generous tonight. You guys have been amazing the last couple of shows. Thank you guys. What is your gut telling you about the Punchline Joker price and when it'll go up for pre-order? Give a real guess. Number one, I'm sold 100%. Sounds like Dan is as well. And at first I'm like, I don't really need another Joker, but screw it. It's fantastic. I don't know how deep it's going to be. That worries me about depth. They are going to sell it as individual pieces from what we've been told. Price. I think for the tube, you're looking at $2,300. Don't you think? If you think $1,200-ish a statue, I think
how much is how much is Arkham City Harley? $13.99, right?
Yeah. Now I feel like her base is bigger than these. Like these are kind of small bases because they're meant to be separate.
But Joker's in a chair, though, right?
Well, that's a good point, but he doesn't have that giant round. I don't know. You might be looking at close to $2,500.
I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if you're $24.99.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Realistically, again, by the time it goes up for pre-order, prices continue to go up. So what we're talking about is 2021 prices.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
C Note, I just saw your comment there about a discount. Prime 1 does that from time to time. It's usually like a $50 discount.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. But I think there's a good possibility with that piece since it's included or it's intended to be paired up. I think that would be maybe a piece they would do that with. So I can see like 2,500-ish. I would hate for it to be a lot more than that. But again, the great thing is you can get them separately. So if you just want Punchline, but I think they look great together.
Yep.
They really do. Now, if you're going like me, like where I've got Batman surrounded by his villains, maybe you would just want a punchline. You wouldn't want the Joker included, or buy the Joker and put him someplace separate. I don't think you necessarily have to have them together.
Right.
But I think they look great together, obviously. And they're designed to be that way. So anyway, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Thank you. You're awesome. I don't know. Is there anything else to say tonight, guys? Anything else to say, Dan?
Huh. No, I don't think so. I think we pretty much beat it. I'm just happy you're all in. That's good.
I can't believe I'm saying it either. Like that was, again, I have avoided it.
You've successfully avoided it for a long time.
Long damn time.
Yep.
But once again, this guy right here enables.
Yeah, we do it for each other.
We do, and darn right we do.
Yep.
So again, I appreciate all the enabling. I do appreciate that. Oh, we got another super chat. Sorry, guys. Jose Rios, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Hi, Chris. Do you think Sideshow will continue to put out new villain PFs, or should I bank on XM Batman 1/4 scale line? I don't know. Earlier before the show, I filmed my 12 days of Sideshow reaction video. Had a lot of things to say, including we didn't get a villain reveal. To be honest, Jose, I think you have a really good chance of going with the quarter scale XM line. I think that they're going to do the crap out of the villains.
Yep.
They've said as much. I think they're going to start out with the bigger guys, obviously, but I think that they are going to be willing to take some risks. I think like being creative, like obviously they teased the Batwoman Samurai, and that's a Clayface base.
Yep.
Which I think is brilliant. To be able to somehow incorporate the character, I'm not 100% sold on the fact that Prime 1 did Killer Croc with Batman. I'm going to get that piece, most likely. And I wanted just an individual Killer Croc. I don't need another blue Batman. But I think if they did something like that where a company doesn't want to do a Clayface, put him as part of the base. That's brilliant.
Yep.
That way you still get the character. And Clayface is no brainer for a base because he could be the whole base, and be whatever creature that he needs to be. But I do think that XM will go deep. Now, of course, the bad part about that is the prices are going to be more expensive. You're going to pay more for XM pieces. And I can't remember if they said that that's a U.S. license for that line. Did they? Maybe not.
I can't imagine that it is.
Yeah, I can't imagine either.
Yeah.
The Samurai line is. But
Yes.
I think that that's one of those things where I don't think Sideshow is going to give us all the pieces we want.
Yeah.
Or else they would have done it by now.
I think they're not going to give you the level of quarter scale piece that XM is. And that's not, believe it or not, guys, that is not a knock on Sideshow. They are targeting a different segment of the market, right? They're keeping the statues a little simpler, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but they're delivering to our community on that $500 to $700 price range that no one else is.
Yep.
In quarter scale. So a Tweeterhead, collabs aside, they're doing a great service for the community with that. But to your point, Chris, they're not going to deliver to you the number of villains, the level of creativity, etc., that you're going to see from XM. They're
not going to do a Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, no.
If they're not willing to do classic Batman characters like Riddler or Two-Face, they're not going to do a Man-Bat.
Right.
They're not going to do a Firefly.
Yeah.
I think XM might.
Yep.
And
God,
I think Tweeterhead might.
Yep.
And Tweeterhead's a great line if you want a more budget-friendly, space-saving line.
Yep.
Knowing that they're going to do characters that, I can't talk about it, but they're doing characters that you're going to want, guys.
Yep.
And they're going to do characters that we've been asking for a long time. And I think that XM will do the same. And again, I'm hoping that, maybe I'm wrong. I'm hoping that Sideshow wows us. But I think that, and again, I don't know. I haven't seen the art direction necessarily. We've seen a few pieces. I want to see the villains. I want to see the full reveal of Catwoman. They teased her. And again, I don't know for sure what look they're going with, like what comic style they're going with. So it'll be interesting. But I don't know. And it's one of those things where there are some cases where you can mix and match. So if you have a Sideshow collection and you want to add, let's say they do a Ra's al Ghul, maybe they'll go together. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. But time will tell. Anyway, yeah, the Samurai, how XM hasn't done a Ra's al Ghul yet. He's a no-brainer. No-brainer. And maybe that'll be their final piece or something. I don't know. But like that, I will buy that within a heartbeat.
Yep.
Even if I didn't have any XM other Samurai pieces, I'd probably still get it. Because I want a Ra's al Ghul. But I really think that they could do something special with him.
Yep.
And the pit.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine the base? Oh.
Insane. Insane how good that'll be. And again, I'm really surprised they haven't done them yet.
Yep.
But they have done more run-of-the-mill characters.
Yeah.
So
which they have to do because
they do.
They're going to sell more.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But I mean, they flat out said we're not stopping anytime soon. So
yep,
that's a good sign for Samurai collectors.
Yep. Oh, they're doing an awesome job with the DC stuff. So
yeah. Smash that like button, guys. That really does help other collectors. It helps spread the video out so other people find it. It helps us grow as a channel. We are officially on the road to 35K. We are almost to 32, which is very exciting. And when we get to 35K, I've got a big giveaway for you guys. Really big one. Actually, I might have a couple. I can't talk about it quite yet, but I've definitely got some big giveaways that I know that the community is going to freak out about. And so stay tuned to the channel. Help us grow. Spread the word. If you know other collectors that like this type of geeky, nerdy, fun stuff, definitely, let them know. Again, please give this video a like. Share some love to Dan for spending an hour and 30 minutes of his day talking to you fine folks and hanging out with me tonight. So again, thanks, Dan, for your time.
Tons of fun.
It's been a lot of fun. Again, I am in. I'm in. I'm ready to go. Joker, Harley are on their way. We'll do some more live unboxings. Maybe Dan will do one with me again. Maybe because he's got both of those pieces. So maybe we'll see.
Love to.
That'd be a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. The review will be up within the next day or so. Also, we have the show with Justin's collection. That's on Saturday, so you're not going to want to miss that. That's actually a live premiere, so you guys can join everybody in the chat and chat it up just like you're doing right now. And hang out with each other on Saturday, and that's at noon. So it's a different time. It's at 12 noon Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and I believe that's 10 Pacific. So definitely check that out. And again, Rogues Gallery Live will be back next Wednesday at this time slot. We'll be back with the gang. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about. Maybe even 12 Days of Sideshow. I'm anxious to hear your thoughts and opinions about that event. And again, my reaction video to that will be up as well. So thanks everybody for watching. See you next time in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.